hard work. We've heard treat it like a business. We've heard three-way calls, really important as a fundamental.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, for whatever reason, they just don't get into the habit of three-way calls. And if your upline's not doing it for you, you know what? Treat it like it's your own business. Don't blame your upline. Say goodbye to your upline like we've talked about, and just start it from you and start moving down. And you know how to get good at three-way calls? Do a bunch of bad ones, you know, and you'll get better and better and better and better. And you know, the first few, you're going to talk way too long. You're going to talk for 20 minutes. You're going to talk for 30. You're going to talk for an hour. You're going to talk their ear off. And then you're going to learn to do it in 30 because you have to. And you're going to learn to do it in 20. You'll learn to get it down to 5 and be just as effective as an hour. But it's going to take a few times to do it. And then once you get it refined, then get it duplicating in your organization. Don't do it forever for every person in your organization. Don't be the superhero syndrome. You got to create duplication in your organization to be able to have a life, to be able to really have residual income. Okay, so that's my commentary on top of what you're saying.
He's exactly right. And have fun when you're doing it, folks.
Yeah,
it's not a matter of life and death. None of us are good enough to get everybody.
I will tell you, that's another common denominator of the top earners. They got a smile on their face. They're having fun. They're laughing. They're goofing off. You know, people want to be around that. They want to enjoy that. They're not just slogging it out. You know, punching the clock.
You know, you want to be around people who have fun.
Yeah.
And successful people normally enjoy life more than some people who are but are struggling.
Right.
You know, and if you're having fun. You know, if you're living a lifestyle and you've got your time to spend with your kids and your wife and do what you want to do,
right.
It's hard not to be happy.
Right, exactly. Really, people can choose not to, no matter what they're doing.
Oh, well,
in life,
but
I'm
sure there's billionaires in this world that are very unhappy.
Here's good advice. What are you saying? Lighten up.
There you go.
Don't be so, holding on to network marketing like, everything's got to happen right this second. You need to have urgency, but lighten up, smile, enjoy yourself, have a little bit of fun. If you're too tense in all of that and it's all life or death, there's nothing more unattractive than a needy salesperson, or you know what I mean?
People sense it.
Yeah, they really do.
They can sense it over a telephone also.
Yeah.
People don't know that, but they can sense it in your voice if you're pressing.
Yeah.
You got to have a little fun with it. And like Eric said, if you're starting your three ways and it's the first time you've ever done them, remember this: if you make a couple of mistakes, that person, that your team member three-wayed you in to me or to Eric, they have no idea if you made a mistake.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know.
They're actually listening to your energy more than they are your words.
That's it, right.
They're not going to hear you remember those words later, but they're going to hear if you're excited. They're going to hear if you're having fun. They're going to remember that.
They're in there. They're there to gather some information, not to critique you. Is basically what I'd say.
Let me. I'm going to bounce to kind of a different topic. I'm a big fan of defining moments. These moments that are just like life changing. Because I think there's, in life, there's probably a dozen that are like big forks in the road. You could take a right turn, you could take a left turn, you could have gone to that first meeting, or you could have said, no, I'm not going.
Right.
You could have said yes to a relationship or no to a relationship. Huge defining moments. Some are big high moments that you really burned into your brain, and others are low moments.
Right.
They're sad moments. They're difficult times. I'm sure when I'm describing this, one probably popped into your mind.
Probably the one that was I'll never ever forget this. I guess it was the day that I finally realized that what I had worked on building for 14 years in the real estate business, that I had lost it all.
When you finally let go.
When I said, it's gone. And I have no resources to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to make a big decision. I had to either file bankruptcy or sign everything back in lieu of foreclosure. And to have sat there and worked in the real estate business, I basically worked 350 days a year.
It's hard to let go.
And to know that you can't do anything about it. I mean, there wasn't anything I could do. There's no way I could go generate enough money. I mean,
Right.
At one point in time, I was losing over $500 an hour. You know, and 24 hours a day. So that adds up pretty quickly, and you know, and after a year and a half, it really added up. So that was the moment that was probably one of the hardest things, you know, outside of the death of a loved one or something like that. As far as a negative defining moment, I think the most positive moment, well, one of the most positive moments in my life was the birth of my last child, who we didn't know we were going to have. I'm 60 years old, and my boy just turned 12 2 weeks ago.
Well, good for you.
So, and you know, that was that's my pride and joy, and that's why I love this business, man, because I'm with him all the time, anytime, you know, whether we're scouting, swimming, basketball, whatever we want to do, golf, you know, we're together, and that means more to me than all the money I could ever make. You know, you can't buy that.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, you can't buy that.
Well, all of this is great advice, and ladies and gentlemen, the pearls of wisdom inside of this conversation are worth millions of dollars if you'll listen. But here's what I want you to do as we kind of wrap up the show. If these people came here and sat down and said, you know, please give me your best advice. Tell me what I need to do. I'm hungry. I want this. I want to become a professional. I want to go after it. Please give me some guidance. Give me some direction. Give me some wisdom. What wisdom would you offer to these people?
Number one, you need, if you're going to get into network marketing, you need to find a company and a product or a service that you really, really believe in. That's number one. Number two, make sure the person that you're going to rely on to be your team leader, your sponsor, as we call it in this business, make sure that you like that person and you want to be partners with him, because you're going to be a partner with him or her for as long as you're in that business. And if that's not the right individual, find someone that is, because it's your future and you're going to be relying on that individual for a period of time, not the rest of your life, but for maybe 6 months. If you're new, you've got to have a leader, and you've got to have somebody that cares for you. Again, it's not what I know, it's not what Eric knows that's going to bring you in. It's how much we care about you. And if you can't sense that person caring for you, go find you someone else to do business with. It may be with a different company, but you have to, I think it's imperative that you have someone that you trust and that you like and that you're going to enjoy being around, working with, and you're going to be able to listen to him. Remember what I said about the 2 ears and the 1 mouth? That's where you use it also from your mentor. Earl Shaw was my mentor, and as a result of that, I've been able to do very well in this business.
All right. And I will tell you this. Sometimes the sponsor's not the right sponsor, but you can find a friend. You can find a workout partner inside of your company. So they might be cross-line, they might be in your organization, but you can find somebody who will push you, somebody who will encourage you, somebody who will get you up in the morning, and you can get them up when they're down, and they can get you up when you're down. And I will tell you, it's some of my best relationships have been people that weren't my sponsor, weren't in my downline, but we were workout partners, and we learned from each other, we grew from each other. So I wouldn't say, my commentary is that personal sponsor may or may not be the ultimate, but if you're happy with where you're at, you can find somebody who will be a workout partner for you no matter where you're at. But all this information is phenomenal. I appreciate you taking the time, driving all the way over here to do it.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Here from Dallas, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro. We do, in fact, have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.